Blessed be everybody. Welcome back to the channel. For everyone who's new here, my name is Tiffany. Happy Taurus season. We are officially in Taurus season. And what the energies that I was picking up for this was a lot of grounded foundational things that are coming up to the surface and making head over heart decisions. It's interesting because I felt like a lot of you are wrapping up an old timeline and starting to shift your energy vibrationally to be able to accept the new timeline that you are about to be walking into. And as we know, Taurus is the sign of, it's a fixed sign, it's the earth fixed sign that is about rooted foundations, really being loyal and dedicated. It is the bull. And I was getting a lot about consistency and how consistency helps with manifestation. So I feel like a lot of the lessons that are being introduced at this time is all about consistency. And I was seeing a lot of the Seven of Pentacles as I was meditating for this reading today. So that is about putting in the hard work. And even if you don't see the fruits right away. So it is really about making sure that you are sowing and planting the seeds and continuing to water those seeds. And we have a new moon in Taurus on the 27th of this month. So that would be a perfect time to really start to lay down new foundations and to put in new goals for this next chapter moving forward. And for some of you, I feel like they're, like I said, that head over heart decision. I was hearing red pill, blue pill, kind of like from the Matrix. So if you take this pill, you're going down this path. And then if you take this pill, you are going to have a completely different experience. And I feel like a lot of you are struggling with which pill to take. So we're going to kind of get in here and see what's going on with the overall energies. So lay some groundwork for everybody. So spirit guides, gods, goddesses, what messages are here for the collective at this time? What messages are here for the collective at this time? I was also getting a lot about investments. So some of you may be getting into actually investing, or potentially buying property, or you are really making sure that the things that you are giving your energy to are for the long term. So, and card we pull is the Warrior. And what's really standing out to me is the sword here and also the horns. This is very much an Aries card, but we have moved, the sun has moved out of Aries, and Aries is really about that steadfastness, get it done. That's a very initiatory energy. So that is great for that. And then we have get creative at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to pull two more oracles and see a little bit deeper on what's going on here. Spirit guides, gods, goddesses, what other messages are here for the collective? Ooh. Okay. We have Medicine Mother. And it says, honor your inner knowing. And we have Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. So, and I want to touch on the energy of Taurus and the rate at which Taurus moves. Taurus is actually a very slow moving sign, and it is for a good reason. It is very much that earth-based, let's set the groundwork, and I'm seeing a lot of Knight of Pentacles here. And so this time really is about slowing down. And Taurus is also Venusian. So it is about filling your cup up and stepping into some of the luxury and some of the self-care that will really help to, I'm hearing, fine tune your senses and fine tune your decision making. Because I feel like some of you are kind of wrestling with some sort of decisions. So what pill do I take? What experience do I want to have next? And this is calling for you to trust. And you can ask for signs outside of you all day, and you may get some signs, but the best signs come from your inner knowing and your inner dialogue. And when you can turn that dial up, that is when you will make more heart-based decisions. Remember, that head over heart decision is what I was feeling. And I was also getting that some of you may be a little worried that the route that you want to go down or the route that you want to take won't make you money. And that is a very valid thing to be worried about. But think about how you can get there while still having some sort of supplementation. Whether you have to do, a little side gig on the side and do your full-time over here. There's ways to kind of start to flow into that energy, and that will help you feel more comfortable in the long term. So, all right, let's tap into some tarot, shall we? See what meat we have here. Spirit guides, ancestors, can we get a little bit deeper in this message? Okay. Yeah. The Knight of Wands has been coming up a lot for us in these readings. Okay, so, and then we have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. I love that. So I'm feeling a lot for you that you have been doing something that does not fill your cup. And the reason why I say this is because I have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So there is something that you have been doing in your daily life, whether it be emotional or financial, whether it's your job, whether it is from your relationships. There's really a big emphasis on, is this filling you up now in the version of who you are and who you are becoming? Because I think oftentimes we can go through life and feel like, the people and the energies that we have had in the past, we have to continue to bring them with us forward. But this is really challenging you and is asking you what areas aren't working for you and what areas can you shift out of to be able to meet this vibrational match. Because it's really asking you to step into that sun, step into the things that make you happy. And I'm almost feeling like there was a lack of reciprocity. And that energy can be hard, especially when you can be giving and giving and giving to something, but you keep hitting a wall. But with this reading, we have up at the top, we have the Eight of Wands. We have the Four of Wands, and we have the Tower. So whether this is an internal tower or this is something happening outside of your physical energetic field, there is a shift that is being asked to be taken. And I do feel like it is because you have been carrying too much, because the Ten of Wands is here. And they're asking for you to release the dead weight to be able to move into this Knight of Wands, into this area of feeling that passion and that aliveness. to be able to really help manifest your biggest dreams and your biggest goals. And if you have not already sat down and really hone in on what it is that you want to do in the next 5 years, 10 years, what do you want your energetic vibration to feel like? Because oftentimes when we give ourselves the time to sit down and feel into that, we are resonating with our future potential selves, and that makes it easier for those energies to meet us halfway. And if you talk to them, they will also be able to meet you where you are. And I feel like I'm also getting that sometimes it's hard to ask for what you want, but that can be the very thing that can give you what you want. And I think a big lesson from what I'm hearing from this is we're moving out of doing things by ourselves and feeling like we don't have anybody. And now it is about actually asking and meeting people where they are and asking for the help. And I say that because we do have the Six of Pentacles underneath the sun. So there is help and support here for you if you ask for it. And then we have the Empress under the Six of Pentacles. So there's some collaboration that's being asked to really be highlighted. And in order to do that, a lot of these old paradigms, they are not working anymore. And it's related to some of this baggage that you're carrying. So I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into this reading and see what's going on. All right, Spirit, can you clarify the Eight of Wands? Four of Wands. Let me get this Four of Wands, please. The Tower. Okay. Ten of Wands. Knight of Wands. And the reversed Ace of Cups. With the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. There's that Taurus energy. Okay, so clarifying the Eight of Wands, I have the Seven of Wands. So I feel like there's been something that you have had to consistently fight for over and over and over again, and it is not being met with the energy that you need that will help you lift you up. So I really feel like a lot of you have shifted your vibration, and now you're finding that your environments or the people who you are closest to are not meeting you where you are. And that can be hard. That can be difficult when you are going on your journey and you are rising up to the challenges that Spirit is asking you to do. But those people who you have known for years, as much as you love them, this part of the journey is being asked to be really focused on carrying the people with you who are going to assist you and who see that aligned vision. And I feel like with this Four of Wands, the moon is clarifying this Four of Wands. So I feel like some of you may have had some people who just, you can feel the energy when it's authentic that people support you. And you can also feel it when it's not. And I feel like there have been some frenemies in the midst of this. And I feel like there's some external energies that really are delaying progression, is what I'm hearing. And then the Tower, clarifying the Tower, we have a reversed Seven of Cups. So naturally when this is upright, this is all about options, but this can also be illusions. This is really having so many options that they don't know which one to choose. That is that red pill, blue pill. But with this reversed, I feel like as soon as you make that decision to get out of this, because sometimes options can be great, but when you have so many options that you don't, it's causing a stalemate or a stall within your decision making process. It can really make things difficult. Speaking from experience. But I think as soon as you make the decision to come out of this analysis paralysis, this confusion, that's really when things are going to start to shift in your 3D realm. And as we all know, buckle up for the tower. The tower really, it's necessary when it comes, even if we don't want it to. I often feel like the tower is very Saturnian, and it offers a lesson in surrender, because there's something bigger than us at work when the tower is present. And so, clarifying the Ten of Wands, we have the Hangman. And so this clarifies how much of a stall that some of you may have been feeling. Because it feels normal to carry all of these burdens, all of these responsibilities. This is just what I'm supposed to do, is what I'm hearing. And this Hangman is just not making any moves. It's staying stagnant and stuck. And then we have the Three of Swords clarifying the Knight of Wands. So it really feels like some of you may have been dealing with people who either have been emotionally manipulative, and somebody who has been possibly operating out of a more ego-driven energy field. And I say that because we have the King of Cups in reversed, clarifying the Ace of Cups. So when the King of Cups is upright, this card is emotional intelligence. It is about opening up and really making hard decisions. And when they are inverted, especially clarifying the Ace of Cups, there is a block. There is something that is not flowing to help this energy move where it needs to. So some of you are quite literally moving people out of your life. You are making the decision of, this energy is not conducive to my growth. And as much as I love this person or have loved this person, it is now time for me to have a different experience and to let them go. And that's okay. And I know that this has been a reoccurring theme, but everything is connected. And I really feel like a lot of you are struggling with this part of it. And as soon as you release that confusion and you release the burdens of, I'm getting a lot of brain fog here. I do see that there is going to be a really big opening and expansion for you. And then at the bottom of the Oracle deck, we have Great Teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. So a lot of you have been in deep karmic leveling out here. And you are now stepping out of the karmic lesson period of your life. And now you are ascending into having those soul expansive opportunities and growth that is really here for you. And you're now moving into a period of your life where they're asking you to step into a period of not having to struggle, putting yourself in positions where you can move out of having choices, having healthy choices, and not having to make decisions based out of lack. And shifting that vibration is key to getting you where you are looking to go. So I'm going to pull some advice, see what's happening here. Spirit, can I get 3 for the advice? There's 2. So far we have change and believe. Can I get 1 more, Spirit? Align. Wow. And we have presence. So being present during this time is really important, especially with that being at the bottom of the deck. But with the believe, change, and align here, they really are asking you to surrender and to believe that this change will be for your highest good. It will help you move forward, even if it is painful in the moment. And making a decision based off of your heart and your soul's growth will always lead you to the right place. And I'm hearing the word trust. You are being asked to trust you and trust your instincts right now. So I'm going to read this change card. It says you're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. And we touched on that in the beginning of the reading. So, and another thing is being consistent with change. The only constant is change. So allowing this change instead of fighting it is going to help turn this Ace of Cups in reverse to upright. And that's what we want. This is where we want to manifest from. We want our hearts to be aligned with our intentions and with our ultimate vision of growth, of where we want to be. So I hope that helped, and I thank you guys. I know that this is a day late, but me and my coven sister were on the beach and we were having a great time, and this is just prime time for the beach in Charleston, South Carolina, and we had a great time. And I got burnt, but it's okay. So, but I thank you guys for your patience, and I wish you guys a wonderful start to Taurus season, and I hope all of your manifestations are heart aligned, and whichever pill you choose, know that choosing from the heart and the soul will lead you to your utmost fulfillment. And if these videos are really resonating for you, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Please, I love to hear your comments, even just dropping emojis and popping down affirmations of I am ready for change. I am ready for the change for my highest good. But yeah, thank you guys for being here, and thank you for supporting the channel always. So blessed be. Bye.